Hi, my name is Shannon. I'm a second-year college student, and I like to draw. I don't know if you can tell or not, but I like to draw a lot. I went from having a 13-inch display to a 22-inch display. And can I just say that the upgrade is so phenomenal. It is fantastic. I love having all this space to draw. It is amazing. It was so totally worth like the $400 I paid for this thing. It's so beautiful. On the last year's model, the express keys were mirrored, but this model, you actually get like all 16 express keys. They can all be set to different actions if you want them to. They're not mirrored from one side to the other, which I think is pretty cool. I don't think I plan on using all 16 of them, but I definitely use the 8 that are on the left side because I'm right-handed, so I can basically draw with my right and I can press the buttons with my left. Super easy. Oh yeah, forgot to mention, it also came with this really cool drawing glove. It only has like 2 fingers, so that way when you're drawing, you don't get like hand grease on the tablet. Like it makes your hand like super smooth and you don't get grease on the tablet. That is so cool. So cool. Why don't we take this time to evaluate one of my works? So, one of the things about being an artist is that like a lot of the time you're not always gonna get what you want like when you're first starting out. Like, I know this drawing looks phenomenal, but this is actually the 3rd drawing I did in order to get it to look like this. Okay, so this was the sketch that I did, and it looks really good, right? This is the sketch. However, this was actually the 3rd sketch that I did. This was not the first one. This wasn't even the second one. This was the 3rd one that I did. And as you can see, it looks almost exactly like the finished product. It went from looking like this to looking like this, which is really cool, really cool. So this was the 3rd sketch. I think this was like the 1st sketch that I did. I mean, it was kind of cool. I mean, I might use it for something else. I don't know. I just like, I mean, I kind of liked it, but it didn't really capture the essence of what I was going for. I might use it for something else though. I don't know. So this was the 1st sketch. And this, I don't know what the hell I was going for. Probably some like Little Mermaid stuff. I don't know. We don't talk about this one, okay? Like, let's just move on. We don't talk about it. And this was the 3rd one, and I really liked this one. Sorry, my throat hurts. I really liked this sketch, so I decided to further it, you know, continue it, and eventually this became this. I am just so proud of how this came out, and the person I based this off of, she was so happy when I finished this. Like, I tried to capture her essence perfectly, and I think I just did that. I actually think I did that. Can we just talk about like the eyeshadow for a second? Okay, so like when doing the eyeshadow, in the original reference photo I used, like I saw that she had like little tints of like pink eyeshadow. So I thought maybe I should like make the entire thing pink, but like in my eyes, it did not look right. It did not look right at all. So basically what I did was I colored the whole thing pink, and then I took the eraser tool. And then I basically like turned down the density from 100 to like, I don't know, 20 or something. And then I basically just like went like this. So like right here, there's like no pink at all, as you can see. And then I basically took the blur brush and I evened it out so that way it like fades and whatnot. Pretty cool. There are some parts that I didn't shade, Like, I didn't shade underneath her nostril. I did not shade the ear. I just felt like it didn't really need it, to be honest. Oof. The dress, like all these little sparkles right here, these were done in Photoshop. Like, I did not stay in this paint program and I did not put all these individual white dots here. I just imported this Photoshop file into Photoshop itself, and I just used a simple like star brush, and I just, you know, waved the pen over her dress, and I just did it. You know, it did it for me. Like, that's why I like using Photoshop, you know, because it makes things so much easier like that. Also, let's see, like for the hair, basically like what I did for the hair to make it this shiny, let me go to the hair if I can find it. Okay, so the reason why the hair is so shiny is because I basically took the layer and I set it to Lumi and shade. So if I set it to shade, it becomes like darker. If I set it to luminosity, it becomes brighter. So I decided to use both Lumi and shade, like that. I don't know. So there's that. There's also another Lumi and shade layer. I like to put some darks where the darks go. More darks. A little bit of a hair gradient right here. And then this is just the base color. Ooh. I'm really stoked with how this came out, you know? Really, really proud of myself with this piece.